Hey there, everybody. It's been a little while since I've been on, so I felt it was important to jump back in and do another mini teach. So I haven't seen you for a while, and I am just sending you a big g'day from down under. Now, I am using my brand new phone with my microphone, and I'm hoping the sound works because it's all a steep learning curve for me. Now, why have I chosen this filter with all the hearts popping up? It is actually intentional. We're going to talk today about matters of the heart, and I think this is a really important conversation to have. I've been having a lot of chats with people, particularly Christians who've been walking with the Lord for a long time, but they don't seem to understand how important managing their heart and how important matters of the heart are for our daily lives. Think of Proverbs 4 verse 23, keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it flow out of it flow all of the issues of life. So it's important. Oh, there's Shannon. Hello. I'm assuming you can hear me. I'm new phone, new technology, trying to make sure it works. G'day, mate, is what I'm saying back to you, Shannon. Lovely to see you, honey. So we're talking about matters of the heart. I want to share from a passage in Proverbs 14 verse 13, which in the New American Standard says, even in laughter the heart may be in pain, and the end of joy may be grief. Now let's be real here. Let's be real. Now, when this is going live, my family have been through really major change in the last week. Been on my social media, you may have got a bit of an update. And we have been grieving, and we have been through a massive adjustment, and it's really painful. Just going to be honest, it's really painful. But in the midst of it, it's important to tap into joy, because the joy of the Lord is your strength, and the joy of the Lord really does give you that boost that you need when you're walking through difficult seasons, and we can't avoid the difficult seasons in life. However, it's really important to understand that we don't disassociate from our heart and what our heart is doing when we're walking through difficult seasons or walking through anything, because you cannot avoid your feelings. If you try and avoid your feelings, you're squashing them down. You're doing what we call disassociating from them. You're allowing your head to overrule your heart. And a lot of Christians do this out of some misplaced idea of Christian maturity, that this is what I need to do in order to, to just pull my socks up and get on with it. It's quite an Australian way to think, and possibly also a very British stiff upper lip. But the thing is, if you dissociate from your heart, you actually leave yourself open to accusation from the enemy, because we're not actually allowing our heart to have its own testimony, or even our heart will condemn us. If you are not listening to the testimony of your heart, it will condemn you. So it's very important to tend to the matters of the heart. We must keep our heart with all diligence. This is part of what it means. So when you're going through something difficult, you need to tap in, recognize that feeling, acknowledge it, and surrender it to the Lord. Acknowledge, I'm walking through grief right now. I'm walking through shock. I'm walking through all of these sorts of things, and I want to tap into the joy of the Lord, and that's really important. But I don't want it to mask the grief. I don't want it to be just a band-aid solution. The joy of the Lord is more than happiness. It goes deep down into who we truly are. So remember that we must acknowledge the pain as we go. And as we acknowledge the pain, a really good way to do this is to bring it to what I would call the exchange table. So Isaiah 61 talks about the Lord Jesus exchanging beauty for ashes. So when we bring the ashes of a circumstance to him, to the exchange table, and say, this is grief, this is shock, this is pain, then you truly can exchange it for the good that he has for us, because he prepares a table for us in the presence of our enemies. So please, my friends, I want to encourage you to attend to matters of the heart today. Don't squash them. attend to them, acknowledge them, surrender them to the Lord, bring them to the exchange table. Now, just as a matter of advertising, it should be, if you're on Instagram, it'll be in the link in my bio. If you're on YouTube or Facebook or something like that, I will place the link into the description, and you can also go to my website as well, naomibyasministries.com, and you can find a link to register for our first ever healing retreat out on our farm. This is a live in-person event. We're going to be hosting a weekend retreat at the end of September into October, and we're going to be dealing with issues of the heart, matters of the heart, and really tapping into the healing that Jesus died to give us. So I pray that blesses you today. Thanks for tuning into my mini teach. Lovely to see you, and I'll catch you in my next one, whenever that's going to be. Love you guys. Bye.